Okay, I got my fabric all cut out. I wanted to just show you what I did by mistake. It was terrible. I bought, you know, when you have black fabric, you really have to wash it by itself, but I didn't. I washed it with this white, and now I've ruined part of this fabric I got. I've got black splotches all over, so now I've got to cut around it. So it's just something to be careful. When you do get black fabric, just wash it by itself. Otherwise, you're going to end up ruining a lot of good fabric. I thought it wouldn't. I thought I'd just do a real quick wash in there and it'd be fine, but nope. So that was this that bled onto this. So now I've got to cut around it. Another option on those little shorts are these little pom-poms around the bottom of your shorts. That would be really cute too. Put a little bit of pom-poms here. You'd probably put the braid part on the underneath, but to have them hang down like that, that'd be really cute on these shorts too. Okay, so anyway, I had to show you this too. When I bought those 3 dolls, I found this too for 75 cents. It was at the same thrift store. They've got, I haven't opened it yet, but they've got colored straight pins I've never seen before. They've got, they have a turquoise, they've got a royal purple, they've got a cranberry color for doll's earrings. I thought, wow, aren't those going to be pretty? And there's a gold, and there's a royal blue, cranberry, pearl, royal purple. Gorgeous, huh? I've never seen these colors before. But anyway, I paid 75 cents for that. I don't know how old it is, but I thought, oh, I'm buying it, so I did. Okay, so first step is, make sure the camera's good. First step on here, I'm kind of close to the holder. I cut out my 2 pieces. I cut around where the black ink was, I hope. Yeah, I think so. Okay, so I got my iron heating up. Yeah, live and learn. Okay, there might be a little bit, but it's okay. Okay, so first step is you're going to want to take the bottom of your shorts and you're going to want to turn it up maybe, not very much. You just want to turn it up so that when you sew the bias tape on, you will catch that turn up in the stitch in itself. So there's 1/8, about 3/8 of, about 3/8 of an inch, something like that. Just so long as when you do turn it up that you will catch that in the bias tape. And you might have to stretch your fabric a little bit depending on how something like that. Depends on how big your arch was as to whether or not it'll lay flat or not. But you don't have to worry if it puckers a little bit because you're gonna. This is gonna be all gathered. Okay, so let's do number 2. About 3/4 of an inch. 3/8 of an inch. It's up to you. You can do this. You can sew this up if it's easier for you, or however it works easiest for you. Okay, so we got that, and that's about 3/8 of an inch. Yep, a little less than 1/2 inch. Okay, let me take this and turn it off. Okay, I hope I don't keep hitting this camera. I got it so close to me. Yep, I just did it. Okay, let's see if I can go closer here. Okay, so first things first is I'm too close. Okay, first thing first is we're going to sew our bias tape on. And because we are just making a casing for our elastic, we don't open up our bias tape at all. We're just going to set it right here. And we're going to sew it so that we cover up that turn up. See what we're going to do? But we're going to leave enough so that we can sew on our trim. So, because we want that I don't know if you can see it or not. I put the lace on the outside, but you can put the inside of the lace on the inside. It's all a matter of taste. I kind of like that white line showing, but if you don't want that showing, then put the lace on the inside so all you see is the little flowers coming out. It's just a matter of preference. It's just whatever you want to do. I like this look, so I'm going to do it the same way on these shorts. Let me get her to stand up. Okay, so first step is to go to, we're going to put our machine as in the center. Okay, so we're just going to go ahead and sew that bias tape right on to the shorts legs. Okay, what we want to do is make sure we have enough of space here so we have enough for our 1/4 inch seam. See how close that is? It's very close because you don't want it much bigger. You don't want your crotch much bigger than that, otherwise it'll be too wide. So let's just go ahead and put it about right there. And I'm going to sew right in the center. Just line your bias tape up. If it's easier for you to pin it down when you do this, then pin it down. Get to the edge, back stitch, cut, get your scissors out, and then just trim that. Okay, see how we caught that in there? It's just caught now. That whole thing is caught in there. You don't have to worry about that raw edge because we've just taken care of it. And that's just your front stitches. Okay, so you want to trim your threads. Let me get this light on over here so I can see what I'm doing. Okay, so we've got that going, Now we're going to do number 2. So we're going to do the same thing. We're just going to go to the top of the bias tape, line it up with our middle stitch, and then just go. Okay, so we've got 2 rows of stitching, and we can trim our bias tape flush with our edge here. Cut our threads. Okay. And we're going to do the same exact thing on the other side. Okay, so before I do anything else, my next step on this is going to be sewing on my trim. So whatever you choose to sew on, however you choose to do it, you can go underneath like this if you don't want to see that. Now if you sew it like this, you're going to have an extra seam of stitching. If you sew it like this, where you actually see the it's however you want to do it. I'm going to do it this way because I like this. So let's see, am I on the right side of the... Yes, okay. So next step is to sew this on. Now you're not going to be able to, it's going to be very hard to try and match those flowers on when you're sewing the seam in the middle. So don't even worry about it. I didn't even worry about it. So just, you know, just line it up as close as you can. I'm going to sew it so you see it just like this. See? Oops, sorry, Kyla. Didn't mean to do that. Okay, so where are we? Okay, here we are. Okay, so let's go ahead and sew that right there, just like that. You know, I guess you could do a zigzag stitch instead of a straight stitch on this too. So you can make sure you don't miss anything. That would work too. Make sure I'm getting up on the seam here. Okay. Okay. You just cut it flush, and we've got number 2 started, number 1 started, I should say. Okay, I'm not going to do the second one on the video. I'm going to fix this since I messed up there. Let me see how close it's going to be to the edge. You're never going to see it. Is it worth fixing? Probably not. See, it went off a little bit on that. All right, I'll fix it. Okay, so I'm going to do number 2. I'm going to do the number 2 leg, and then when I come back, I'll fix this, and then we'll finish sewing this up.